fucking song out of my head. I just got to.
What song's in the trailer?
Madonna's Like a Prayer.
Like a virgin?
Like a prayer.
Like a prayer.
Like a prayer. Sing a little bit for us. Nobody's on here yet. No.
Trying to get it out, not make it stay there.
Is that the one, Down on My Knees? Is that part of the chorus?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm aware of the song.
I was pissed when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, God. Song I never thought about for years, and this shit's never leaving my head now.
3 people I follow just went live.
Sybil. I was sitting there dying from those oatmeal cookies with Sybil playing in the background.
Sybil?
I hate that show ever since then. Fuck Sybil. I was pissed when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, God. Song I never thought about for years, and this shit's never leaving my head now.
3 people I follow just went live. There we go. I was about to say. Like a prayer. Mermy's here. There's another individual here.
I think Mermy can confirm if she watched the Deadpool trailer.
I'm going to say yes. My money is on Mermy watched the Deadpool trailer.
Does she too have Madonna stuck in her head?
Which line in particular?
It's the whole fucking song, the whole chorus. It's just chorus nonstop all day long.
Oh,
I gotta go live just now.
You just got it?
Like a couple, it's 10 seconds ago.
Oh, damn. That seems late.
Let me check.
But I saw Mermy say no go live.
No go live.
So.
I know it's
Finicky, man.
I got YouTube
go
go live. I got YouTube go live. I didn't see a Twitch go live. But then again, I
got Twitch.
tend to ignore my Twitch notifications because I follow way too many VTubers, and I'll sit there. My battery will drain from all the fucking go lives all day long. I can only take so many watch notifications before I start to get very angry.
We see.
Oh, when those damn notifications come flooding in. It's like a nightmare.
That's why I had to get rid of it was either Wario or Cheap Ass Gamer, and I turned off notifications for Cheap Ass Gamer, so I can't do both.
It's fair. There's a lot of repeating stuff.
I was like, I can't do back-to-back same bullshit over and over again. And when I'm trying to, my hands are inside a computer trying to fix shit, and
you could be a surgeon.
Oh my God.
You could be a surgeon, though. What's that, Wario? What's that, Cheap Ass Gamer?
I thought you were going back to the Madonna reference, like a surgeon.
Like a surgeon.
Weird Al. See, it's all coming back to Madonna. Everything's gonna be everything. It's like this. Was it 6 degrees to Madonna? Is gonna be this episode.
No, I literally, it's not something I ever think about anymore. Is in Madonna's song.
It's the greatest Madonna video game. Randy Rebel says, "I got a notification. Awesome." Mermy says, "What is it like to be Twitch's favorite?"
Madonna video game? What the fuck are we talking about?
Is there a Madonna video game? Hey, we got a Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Yeah, true.
Madonna video game. I'm trying to. There might be a Madonna video game versus a Madonna one.
Diego Maradona from soccer.
Unless it's like a flash game or something.
I mean, she was in Karaoke Revolution during this fandom page.
Madonna DLC pack. She do a video game? Would that have kept her career going?
Apparently, Madonna on the weekend released a popular music video in Fortnite. That was something that happened at some point.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Video game star Madonna from Fortnite. Like Master Chief.
Hey man, depending on which generation, that might be accurate.
Cesar is not wrong. I hate to say that, but that will be the connection for some people.
I'm like, oh hey, yeah.
Oh, Travis Scott's that giant guy jumping around in Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh god, she was in Elite Beat Agents. Okay.
Go on.
Material Girl was on there, but it was a cover.
That was in the day. Remember the early Guitar Heroes weren't like master cuts; they were covers.
She's also in Sackboy Big Adventure, so branching into this one.
What?
Material Girl was also on that one. Yeah.
Material Girl for Sackboy game? That's actually really well done. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I only like 80s Madonna, man. This is.
Brent's like
80s Billy Joel.
Yeah, I can't think of anything past.
Is there any other version?
Joel's that I like. Yeah. I mean,
He's back, baby.
The only one that kept thumping was what Phil Collins is always pretty good, man.
Oh yeah.
Phil Collins is timeless, man.
Except for Billy people scared him off for 15 years.
Peter Gabriel's pretty awesome too, man.
Yeah.
Shock the Monkey, Sledgehammer. Come on, man.
Sledgehammer. Yeah.
Now we're turning into a music podcast. We're gonna scare away the viewers.
I mean, I'll thump some. Hey, look, man. That's why Vice City's my favorite, man.
Oh, I was listening to that soundtrack all week.
Yeah.
Emotion.
To this day, Vice City will always.
With Fernando Martinez. This is Fernando. Fernando said some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I had a caller. He called in and said, "Hey, Fernando, are you bilingual?" And I said, "I will try anything once." I was like, what? Fernando's radio station. This shit was so crazy, man. I'm listening to it just for the writing on the bits in the radio station between the music. It was so good. Man, Grand Theft Autos used to be really, really, really
edgy,
satirical, and now it's just like true. It's like
I don't.
It's got to the point where it's like, oh man.
I mean, the new one looks like it's gonna be like
art imitating life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that might be hitting up the next generation of gamers, man.
I mean, they kept doing it. There was the iFruit thing in that last one, and all that shit is still relevant.
That was just hilarious. The whole iFruit thing. Yeah. That was straight Apple.
Oh,
mixed with Facebook, mixed with a whole bunch of that social media.
Who was I reading? I think it was Bizarre Creations. They worked on that iFruit app inside GTA 5. The
Vita game, the Vita app.
Yes, the iFruit. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Vita and mobile, I think. The iFruit app. It was either Bizarre Creations or some Activision studio I was looking at. Because they also did Blur. I'm on that PS3 kick, and I was looking at Blur. And that was Bizarre Creations last. That and that Bloodstone 007 game. Cesar, I think you were a big fan of that one.
It's my favorite. That's my favorite James Bond game. It's got Joss Stone. I got a thing for Joss Stone. So.
That was a totally
she was in the Bond girl in that one.
It wasn't associated with anything else, right?
Yeah, I think it was one of the very few just original. I think after there was no James Bond film after Quantum of Solace for a minute, because I think what was after Quantum of Solace? Was it straight Skyfall?
Wasn't Spectre?
Casino Royale.
Skyfall then Spectre.
It was Casino Royale, then Quantum of Solace was like the direct sequel right after that.
Yeah, it picked up right where, and I never saw that one. And I love Casino Royale.
And that was Quantum of Solace is like one of the worst rated ones, remember? And I think they cooled off, and I think it was Skyfall, right? Was it Skyfall? And then I think it was Spectre.
Yes.
And then they went to Die with the other one, the final one, Die something.
I feel like there was one more in between there.
No, I think they took a break because they fucked up with Quantum of Solace, and they're like, all right. And then they came out with the God tier Skyfall. That fucking movie's good as hell.
I just got in Quantum of Solace on PS2. It's like a third-person, like Uncharted style game. It's got a cover system and stuff. It's nothing like the Treyarch ones for PS3 and 360.
Still have my bitch gold copy right here. You got your gold copy of Quantum of Solace?
What is a bitch gold copy? No, I don't have a bitch gold copy.
Gold Steelbook.
What does that get you?
Apparently collectible 007 metal game case, only on Blu-ray, over 10 gigs of exclusive content on one disc. And then I got a limited time offer, which I guess the coupon's not good anymore, for $5 off of Dr. No, For Your Eyes Only, or Die Another Day.
So I would pick Dr. What was the middle one? For Your Eyes Only? That's a good one. I would have picked Dr. No out of those two.
So yeah, for the Daniel Craig ones, it was Casino Royale, followed by Quantum of Solace, then Skyfall, then Spectre, then No Time to Die.
Cesar was right. Cesar had the order. Did Madonna sing the theme songs of any of those? I got there eventually.
No, I know Billie Eilish did the last one. That's it.
Oh, how was that one?
She got the Oscar for it. That song. Then she got the Oscar again for Barbie Best Song.
And she's about to be in Fortnite as well. Going back to artists who were in Fortnite.
That was a pretty good character model. It really looked like her.
6 Degrees to Madonna.
Brant's gonna be trying with everything to bring it back to Madonna.
This is not Kevin Bacon, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Like a prayer.
No.
Down on my knees. All right, let's get this thing started. We don't have Buish trying to assemble the entire fan club.
So Buish can argue with Mermy all day long.
Yes.
Get out of here,
And
Mermy.
Randy Rubbles is in here. It was gonna be a feisty crowd. I was gonna pit the fan club against each other.
Mermy's doing that 50 Cent meme. Like, why'd you say fuck me for?
Exactly. All right, here we go. Let's get going. Hit record. You guys gotta remind me. I fucked up before. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 299 of the NOFODcast. We are No Outside Food or Drink, the Southeast premier video game and Madonna review podcast.
I'm glad we're gonna
come for the early hijinks. Stay for the episode, or what our current specialty of the week is. Mermy says Buish has abandoned us, so now it's on the episode for.
That's what he does. Holy shit!
I was leaving that part out, so that's how I brought it home. That's what he does.
I mean, that's such a deep cut, man. I guess
it's harsh.
You have to read it.
Period. That's what he does. Tonight's show, Metaphor Refantasio gets release date. Refantasio, I'm sorry. Embracer Group breaks down. No way. LPB3 online service officially shut down? ? LBP. I'm down with LBP.
That's it. Yeah, that works. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, you know me.
Thank you, Cesar. I'm also thinking LBP kind of matches into what they were saying anyways. Nintendo's Indie World Showcase. There was a bunch of stuff. And we have your late April Game Pass games. I'm one of your hosts, Richard Bergman, joined tonight by Newsmaster Brant McKee.
What's up? I'm here.
Joining us.
Very much in vogue.
It never ends. It never ends.
That's another good.
All episode.
I got to recant my statement. I did say I didn't like 90s Madonna. I do like Vogue. All right. Fuck.
That was him. If your Twitch stream froze, he's striking a pose. That is Cesar Concepcion II. Welcome, sir. Keep striking a pose. How are you guys doing? This is our last episode before number 300.
Gosh, it is.
It is.
It is.
We may have to go later in the week.
I'm surprised he didn't question Brandon and he put the right episode number in, like you normally do every week.
I trust him. He's a man of his word. This is a newsmaster. He officially numbers the episode.
No, Brant knows. Every week he's questioned.
I've started to come around. It's been like 3 years and 220 episodes for Brant. I'm starting to finally believe the process.
Brant, enjoy your brief break on that one, because after 300 he'll be back. Yeah. I was like, are we actually 302?
Yeah, this number doesn't seem right. 301 to be like, what the fuck? How do we get this far into the 300s already? Brant, are you sure? So friend of the show, Michael's confirmed for next week. He said his schedule's pretty open, so I know he listens to the recording afterwards. I think he's actually streaming right now, but we look forward to having him on. Friend of the show, Russell, I'm not sure about his schedule exactly. It may not line up precisely for him, but Michael has really expressed an interest in returning to the show, so we look forward to at least having him on next week. Maybe Russell will be around for 400. For 400. I'll take returning cast members for 400. We got to get to 300 first, right?
Yeah, baby steps, man. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Are we going to do another anniversary episode when we get to 311? We're just going to do special numbers.
Is 311 a special number?
Yeah, it's
311, 3311. Come on, Richard.
What else do we do? I mean, 314 could be one. 343 is a special number. Are they just anniversary numbers?
Hey, man, 311. We just talk about 311 songs.
So why do we pick Madonna for $2.99 to honor her famous song $2.99?
It's just relevant with the Deadpool thing, and he can't get it out of his head.
Fuck, I can't get it out.
Sing it for us, SR.
You know what you should do? You should take a holiday.
That one's worse.
It's late 90s? I don't know if I like that one.
She sang a Bond song.
That's 80s.
Madonna did a Bond song.
83.
Madonna did the one with Halle Berry, I think.
You're probably right. But I didn't watch any of the Pierce Brosnan James Bond.
Die Another Day.
I've never seen one. Yeah, I've never seen a Pierce Brosnan film.
You've never seen GoldenEye or Tomorrow Never Dies or?
I did not care for him as James Bond. I've never seen anything he's done as James Bond.
He wasn't bad. And this is the one that Halle Berry's in. Was this? Yeah, this the villain has a bullet that's in his head, and it's almost like Iron Man, like it's getting closer and closer to his brain, and it makes him, he's not sensitive to pain, and it's, some of the Pierce Brosnan ones got weird. His name was Renard.
No, you're not. Even the name is throwing me off.
Yeah.
The villain's Renard?
Yeah. And he was...
I gotta stop Renard.
And Sophie Marceau was in that one. I think, yeah, I'm thinking about the right one.
I don't know, man.
No, that was The World Is Not Enough. That was The World Is Not Enough.
They all blur together, right? They all blur together.
That was a Garbage theme song, though. Garbage sang the theme song for that one. Used to have a CD with all the Bond themes. Cesar, you never seen a Pierce Brosnan? I wish we could get out of some sort of takedown and stream that. Can we do like the Justin TV version?
I've seen more of Pierce Brosnan in Nightfire, you playing Nightfire, than I've seen in a Pierce Brosnan film.
I think I've maybe played 5 minutes of Nightfire, so that's
the most I've seen of any Pierce Brosnan version of 007. So
GoldenEye was very good. Tomorrow Never Dies was very good.
Maybe GoldenEye. Yeah, they're GoldenEye the game, not the movie.
Tomorrow Never Dies was a little, you know how we were talking about the satirical GTA games from back then? The villain was Jonathan Pierce of Pirates of the Caribbean fame, of course. And he was a news mogul that was pitting like China and the U.S. and Britain and stuff against each other. So it was a very, I mean, we started getting that way, but he was able to, the whole thing was that he could manipulate the news so fast with the internet, right? Like he could change, it was like tomorrow's news today or something like that. And he was launching missiles from a secret sub and that sort of stuff. It was, Michelle Yeoh was in that well before she got her due. But she won an Oscar like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I might have been when she was a big one when Crouching Tiger came out.
Yeah.
Because then after that, they were like putting her in everything.
And she was one of the Charlie Angels in the reboot, I think. Was she one of those three? Come on. Brant, reach for your copy of the GameCube game.
No, that was Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, and
it was Lucy Liu instead.
Drew Barrymore.
Barrymore, yeah. Drew Barrymore.
Was it Lucy Liu in Die Another Day?
She was in Kill Bill Volume 1. So
yeah. Why are we doing this Bond trivia?
You started it, and I didn't watch any of that shit.
Outside
of the Daniel Craig stuff. There's times I have the MGM channel and on DirecTV stream, and then there's sometimes I just put it on there and it's just nonstop James Bond films. You argue that I can stream them all on Amazon.
Are they on there?
I think so.
Hey,
Amazon Prime. It's like they went and bought MGM for that shit.
Hey, I like George Lazenby a lot, so I'm the outlier on that.
How many of those he did? Like one?
He only did one.
Yeah. Which one was it? For Your Eyes Only or something like that? I can't remember. Or Her Majesty's
Secret Service.
Yeah. I like that one.
See, I think we could piece together a pretty good Bond trivia night.
No. I don't know I don't know about that.
You're not going to go that far?
Come
on, Wikipedia. Jesus. Yeah, it was Michelle Yeoh. Jonathan Pryce. Okay. I said Jonathan Pierce. It's Jonathan Pryce.
I mean, you just swap around the I and the R, you're fine.
Pierce Price. Same difference.
Add an E in there, you're good.
By another vowel.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I like to solve.
like to solve that fast?
Hey, man.
Who's Jonathan Pierce? I'm sorry. That's incorrect. We were not looking for Pierce.
I play all my word-based games with luck. So.
And you're buying the vowels? Or you're trying to solve?
I'm trying to solve constantly, so...
Oh, man. All right, let's get into this news. Let's solve this news. Metaphor.
Should we get into the groove?
Oh, Brant, how long you been sitting on that one? Be honest.
Brant,
be honest.
A while.
Okay. You're jotting them down. You're scratching them off.
He's got a checklist. He's just checking them off as he goes through.
Oh, the Madonna song episode that we can't make it through.
I'm just pulling up her greatest hits album, and I'm just gonna look at I already get. I can anticipate what he's gonna say.
Oh boy. Metaphor ReFantazio will launch for PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, and PC via Steam and Microsoft Store on October 11th. Publisher Atlas and developer Studio Zero announced. This is via Sal Romano at Gamatsu. In the West, the game will be priced at $70 for physical and digital standard edition, and $150 for the physical collector's edition. The latter includes the base game, a steelbook, the official soundtrack, an art book, Homo Tinta metallic pens, a sticker sheet, a Kingdom of Euchronia cloth map, a, quote, costume and battle background music set, end quote, downloadable content voucher. What is this? All right, this is a bunch of stuff. If you're really interested in this, you can go check out what all these things are.
I mean, most of it seems to be like DLC based stuff. It's then there's a lot of goodies in there.
What is it?
It's going to be on.
Like I've missed. Is this a franchise or a new?
This
is a new IP.
Okay. New IP from the Persona team because they didn't do Persona 6. They went off and like we're going to do something different and new.
Cool.
And this is what they made.
All right, is this an announcement or is this is it just a like
this
an
is
of sorts?
This was a.
I have no clue.
They announced that this was a thing.
They've announced it was coming to Game Pass last year in the Xbox show.
Yeah.
it's
and then they did this huge trailer for it, but I mean, really, the biggest thing was the fact that you could. They announced the release date, so
I'm sure we'll fill up at the end of the year with random shit coming out.
Oh yeah, of course it will.
So this is a big deal for those that like Atlas and Persona type games. Does it look akin to those? Is it turn based and?
It's it looks a lot like the Trails games now, where it's kind of like a mix of action and turn-based, like the new Trails games, to the Daybreak, or
there's some hack
there where they kind of moved away from the turn-based a little bit. Because somebody was on Twitter comparing the two, and they're very similar. So
were those liked amongst the Trails community?
Yeah, I mean Trails is always good, man. Trails is a good time. But I did see Brand Price saw it too. I saw that accurate leaker Midori. She came out and said that it's coming out for the next Steam as well.
Yeah.
So she's been accurate everything she predicted Sega wise. At least that's all she leaks out of Sega stuff. So.
What else was in that? What else was in that prediction? Those predictions? Do you remember?
I mean, it's not a prediction. She just says this game's coming out for the next Switch.
This game, this metaphor.
Yeah, when it launches, they said it's coming.
It's a launch title.
It's apparently it's powerful enough to run it. Yeah,
that's promising.
So.
It's gonna have a whole bunch of that NVIDIA DLSS stuff, right?
Yeah, it's gonna use AI to kind of upscale a little bit. So I don't think you have to hit those targets. You usually have to do. I mean, you can hit 1080p and just upscale to like 2K or 4K. So
I'm okay with 1080p at 60 frames per second.
I mean, have you played any of that DLSS stuff? It's I mean, you're always going to have somebody who's like, oh, I could tell the pixels still match up, and they're like with a fucking ruler out there. But I mean, it's very minuscule.
Where the AI stuff's injecting?
Yeah.
I mean, is it noticeable? Like I don't even see checkerboarding. People are like, this is checkerboard 4K rendering. I'm looking at it like, this is a gorgeous ass game.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference.
Same with me. I can live. I mean, look, I had this conversation with Renee the other day. I don't think everything needs to be in fucking 4K. Mm-hmm. So. I mean, this would drop down the cost of games.
Yes.
I think it's ridiculous how far everything has to be in 4K. I think it's stupid.
And both consoles are advertising 8K on the front of the box. It's like, come on. There's no way. Does Xbox have 8K?
I don't know. I think the Tourist is the only game right now on PS5 that can run in 8K. So if you want to buy 8K TV to try out the Tourist,
be my guest.
Yeah.
We'll put you on the show. You can play the Tourist in 8K. What the hell is the Tourist? Is that like Tourist Trophy?
It's like the weird Roblox version of a indie game or something like that. It's like Roblox characters. So.
Thinking Inside the Box is in the chat laughing at 8K.
Yeah.
I feel like the Steam Deck, some of that market penetration should have taught some people that. And even the Switch, all that talk about the underpowered Switch for so long. I mean, now it is being left behind. Now it is underpowered, but they're still putting out pretty first party games for that old ass chipset.
Hey man, I mean it fucking works. I mean, as long as you optimize it, so.
I'm with you though on the 4K thing.
Not everything has to be fucking native 4K.
No.
I'm done. I hope this PS5 Pro does fucking real anti-analyze. I mean not anti-analyze, but real AI, and they can just upscale that shit and make it look 4K. I'm okay with that. Stop spending all this money on games for fucking 4K. I'm over.
For marketing points and internet battlefields.
That empty ass. Don't get me wrong. I love Spider-Man 2, man. I love it to death, man. That shit was fucking empty as hell once you beat it. So I'm like, gotta make it look good. When you beat the game, it's like there's nothing else for me to do in this game. I was like, cool.
The content was over. The content was dry.
Yeah, until they came out with a new game plus like 4 or 3 months later. So. so you can restart missions again. Because there was once all the missions were done, it was over. It's game over.
Didn't they announce like a new game plus or something for that?
Now, yeah, that's the one that came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
Kind of like reset the missions, because before, when all the main missions were done, you couldn't redo them unless you started a new game. So, but no, Brant, we got to spend all that extra money to make this game pure 4K.
Pure 4K.
Pure 4K.
All right, let's dive into this Embracer bullshit. Who didn't see this coming?
None to 3 parts.
Did Embracer start when we were a show? Didn't they start accumulating all these studios while this podcast was going on? I thought so. And they were Saber, right? And then I remember on the show talking about
Saber was one of
Embracer.
The companies buying? No, they were Koch. Remember their KOCH, Koch, remember?
Yeah. Koch Media.
Yeah, that's how they started, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna be this group.
Thinking Inside the Box says the only shit that's 8K are the stupid demo videos. And I said, that's a great segue to our OnlyFans pitch. They said, no pay-per-view, and I'm in. We have an audience. Embracer Group announces plans to split into 3 separate companies. They will be called the Triforce of Courage, the Triforce of Wisdom, and the Triforce of Power. That is, of course, not what they're splitting into. This is from...
I'm glad everybody's talking shit about us.
Good stuff. Murmy knows how far we got in our Twitch affiliation.
Gotta watch a fucking video, man. We just gotta do it, man.
8K video? Is that what's holding us back?
I'll watch the Twitch affiliation video in 8K.
The group will become Asmodee, Coffee Stain and Friends, and Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends.
Who came up with these fucking names?
It's so stupid.
Holy shit.
And then on Square Enix side, we have Creative Business Unit 1 or 3, which I fucking love. I love those names.
Is this their way? Like, nobody's gonna be interested in buying our companies if we have these crappy ass names. So this is how we win.
I mean, Coffee Stain has some big games, but is that what you want to call that group?
Coffee Stain and Friends. What the fuck, man? I like the In Friends is good. It's the In Friends gets me. It's like Skyrim and Friends. It's like it's the Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends.
Spider-Man, the Green Goblin, and Friends.
Yeah, and Friends.
Sega could do it. They could do Persona.
That's like a lazy ass way to name a company, In Friends, and like everybody was asking, like, what happened to Limited Run? Where did they go? Because it's like, which In Friends did they count for?
Oh, I forgot Limited Run was under this umbrella. Who were they with?
God, I can't tell. It's all I know. They're one of the In Friends.
Yeah, and Friends.
Or with the Hobbits.
Yeah, it's one of the In Friends ones.
They're probably with the
Sonic and
somebody had cleared it up on Twitter and said it, but I don't remember what it was. I just remember looking at the In Friends.
I did see another studio. It wasn't Limited Run, but somebody was out there claiming which tentpole they were now under too.
Holy shit.
It's like a Star Trek landing group. You're going to be going with Mr. Spock. You're going to be going with Dr. McCoy. You will be going with Ensign Ricky and Friends.
It's not Shit Stain Studios and Friends or something like that. Shit.
Oh God, here we go. The group will separate.
I don't even know which one they go to. I forgot what it was.
Maybe the article has it.
Oh, no, I just looked through.
My favorite was Middle Earth Enterprises has fucking Tomb Raider. I was like, what does that have to do with Middle Earth?
And Friends, Laura Croft. Laura Croft has always been a friend of Middle Earth. Were you not aware?
Dead Island and Metro. What are these universes doing, and what's happening? And how did they cross over?
And what made you decide that Middle Earth was the biggest part of that tentpole to call that group of friends? Thinking Inside the Box says, what happened to names like Pandemic or Visceral? Or Bizarre Creations, if you were on the show earlier with us.
No, Visceral and Friends, Pandemic and Friends.
Visceral and Friends. Deep Silver and Friends.
Holy shit! I'm just going with the In Friends company. That's what they should have called it. I don't remember where Limited Run goes. I don't remember.
Why is Asmodee by itself? There's no Asmodee and Friends. You have Coffee Stain and Friends and Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends.
Asmodee and Friends doesn't flow off the tongue as smooth.
They have no.
Is it just one? Is that just one group? That's like Kojima when he was making Metal Gear Solid 5. It's like here's.
You sure they weren't drunk when they did this like ass mode and then shit stain. Like, we can't use these ones. We got to come up with something more like
Coffee Stain's legit.
Coffee Stain.
As part of the separation process, Embracer has entered into a new financing agreement through Asmodee, which is worth $900 million. Embracer says the proceeds from this will repay existing debt and reduce leverage in the remaining Embracer group.
This
sucks.
I'm pissed off because I got to research and find out where Limited Run went to. That's like I don't remember.
Asmodee will continue to operate as.
I'm gonna guess coffee.
You think Coffee Stain
and Friends? And Friends.
It's gonna be one. We each have to pick. There's 3 studios. We each have to pick a horse.
It's like a fucking Adult Swim show.
Asmodee will continue to operate as a publisher and distributor of board games, trading cards, and digital board games, and will consist of 23 fully owned studios. 23 fully owned studios to make board games, trading cards, and digital board games? Is that big of a piece of the pie?
I guess so.
Coffee Stain and Friends will focus on PC, console, and mobile games, including community-driven free-to-play games.
I can't do the inference thing. I can't.
Live ops games and indie AA games.
Can't.
Well, everybody knows what happened to Japan Studios and Friends.
Liverpool Studio and Friends. Yeah, Madonna and Friends.
I'll take you there.
At the Live Aid concert. It will operate under premium and free-to-play divisions. The premium segment will consist of Coffee Stain, THQ Nordic, Ghost Ship, Tuxedo Labs, Tarsier, Amplifier Games.
You know what all I had to do was type in. I just typed in Limited Run and Friends in Twitter search, and it's telling me what it's at.
Where are they?
They're now with Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends.
Of course. Wow. Whose horse was that won? Thinking Inside the Box says no more Friends. No more and Friends.
No more Friends.
Thinking Inside the Box and Friends.
No FOD and Friends.
Yeah, that's us. Finally, Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends will be a creative powerhouse in AAA game development, not quadruple A, and publishing for PC console, and will own the Lord of the Rings and Tomb Raider IPs, along with the likes. I guess you couldn't say Lara Croft and Friends. That would be like this whole Deviant Art spinoff.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Along with the likes of Dead Island, Metro, and Kingdom Come Deliverance. Studios joining Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends will include Crystal Dynamics, Dam Buster, Eidos Montreal, Flying Wild Hog, Tripwire, Vertigo Games, Warhorse Studios, and 4A Games, which is the Metro people, right? 4A?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In an open letter to shareholders, Embracer Group CEO Lars Wingefors said the decision to split the group into 3 separate entities will help them to work to different strategies. Oh boy. I'm skipping through the article to see if they ask him how the fuck he came up with these names.
It just makes me think of like Hello Kitty and Friends, or
Sonic,
you know,
Friends. That's good one too.
Sonic and
And this, of course, is still fallout from the Saudi $2 billion investment deal that fell, resulted in 1,400 cut jobs, cancellation of 29 unannounced games during a 6-month period in 2023. They closed Saints Row developer Volition, Campfire Cabal, and Time Splitter Studio Free Radical Design. They sold off Gearbox and Saber Interactive.
They spun off Saber, right? Saber bought themselves, right?
Gearbox went to 2K, you said?
That is correct.
The house of Randy Pitchford and the Hauser brothers.
They're diligently using USB sticks with magic tricks to recreate your Brother-in-Arms video game.
So that's what computer are you plugging that USB stick into?
Not any, because I would instantly be fired from my job.
Take it to a public library.
I think I would be the FBI would be on me immediately through the ceiling, so I'm not plugging any of that stuff from Randy Pitchford.
No.
So.
Thinking Inside the Box says Crystal Dynamics. Man, I miss them. They had quite a run there for a long time, and single-handedly brought back Tomb Raider. That was a hell of a run. All right, I'm guessing we're still not done with Embracer bullshit over the next few months.
I mean, how much more are they going to do now at this point, man, other than start selling off?
32 shuttered games. Think of this generation, kind of how the dearth of content has been exclusive-wise and what we could have had, even in that double and AAA, if it's not the AAA space, the AA and like 2.5A space. We could have had more of those titles, or Time Splitters, or these reboots that are on that Time Splitters level. I don't think Time Splitters is like a system seller, but for a lot of people of a certain age, that's a pretty important franchise.
Yeah.
Someone tell me about this Little Big Planet 3 shutdown.
They be shutting down. There you go. We did it.
Yeah, shuttered indefinitely.
This is posted by Andy Robinson from Video Games Chronicles. The Little Big Planet 3 servers for the PlayStation 4 game were indefinitely shut down after Sony claimed they were taken offline temporarily due to some technical issues. And then due to those ongoing technical issues, they took them offline. It was this year, 2024, January. And then via the Little Big Planet X account, they sent out an update saying all online services, including access to other players' creations for Little Big Planet 3, are no longer available. So all users, user-generated content stored locally, available, but you will be unable to share anything. But it does mean that the thousands of created content from other users is now inaccessible and possibly forever lost.
Just like Mario Maker levels, essentially.
Yeah.
There was no way to back that stuff up locally? I mean, like, it's saved on your hard drive, but there was no way to share it from there?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody will find a way to mine that off somebody's hard drive that's got everything on there. So.
Did that one come out on PS3 and PS4? I seem to remember that being a cross-generation.
It did, yeah.
You know, we got that one day one for the missus. She loves her some Little Big Planet.
Of course, you'll still be able to play the single-player stuff.
And create your own bullshit, right?
Media Molecule went on to make Dreams after that. And then Dreams is like shutting down.
Yeah, they shut Dreams down
last September.
Maybe a year or maybe a year and a half after the game had been out. Like, they announced that it was going to be shutting down, like, within 4 or 5 months, and then they gave it to us on, like, PlayStation Plus. And
here, have some fun with this. Guess they were seeing if they could, like, resuscitate, like, a last-minute surge of interest in it, potentially.
Yeah. And of course, the rest of this article just kind of goes over the state of games like this, where you have that generated content, and you constantly have these companies that just want to pull the plug, and there's no way to really preserve all that stuff.
I mean, we know part of the problem is, like, I mean, you lock this to one ecosystem. I mean, if they had this on PC and other stuff, I mean, that would probably thrive a lot better. So
yeah.
I mean, because look at fucking Roblox is on everything, so.
It is.
I mean, all that user-generated content seems to work better when you can play it from any device, so.
Yeah, and it's not shoehorned onto one platform.
Mm-hmm.
As all those articles keep pointing out, the top sellers on PS4 and PS5 is all Microsoft content, like Grounded and Sea of Thieves and stuff.
I mean, Minecraft's always been up there.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Yep. My kids know the Nintendo Switch is a Minecraft machine for some reason, so there we are.
I mean, Call of Duty and Warzone. So,
yep.
I mean.
And it doesn't matter where you are or where your friends are anymore like it used to. You just meet up, party up. Next is the Nintendo Indie World. What do they call this? They used to call it the Nindies.
Yeah.
Nintendo
Indie World Showcase.
You gotta let the Nindies go.
I love Nindies.
Every time.
Yeah, every time
this comes out, every time Richard's like,
I'm fighting for Nindies. Tell us about those Nindies.
Like 4 years of not letting stuff.
Did somebody
go.
come after them? Could they not say Nindies?
I don't think so.
It was right there.
I think they grew up and just got over it. So.
Just like Nextbox.
What is that? Brand, we have to pull our money together and get some therapy sessions.
They got over it.
Over here, so,
Nindies. Yeah. I'm in a straitjacket just throbbing back and forth saying Nindies.
Man. The psychiatrist gets paid either way. So.
Urinating openly on myself in the straitjacket. Nindies. Biting down on.
That's how you want to get taken into the big house.
Biting down on the tongue depressor. Yeah. Man, what made him go crazy? What finally set him off? We knew he was under some pressure. Nindies.
When they call it a Nintendo Spring Indie World event, he's like, the name is so long.
They used to have a neat title, and then they spread it all out, and Richard could never get over it.
Yeah.
All right, Brant, if I'm looking at this, I think this article is backwards. Is that right? We go from bottom to top? Or was it right?
I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. We just know.
Yeah.
We just know Brand was disappointed because his Silk Song.
I was about to say
I don't know. Everybody thought Silk
every
Song was
fucking
coming.
month.
Yeah, I did not actually watch the show, but I did hear all of the disappointment about Silk Song not being in there.
Immediately.
We all agree at this point that this was on the fucking Xbox ID thing, right? And it's coming to Game Pass.
Yeah,
this is going to be a Xbox thing now.
When is their thing's coming up, right?
Next week.
Is it next week? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a feeling we'll see Silk Song there.
Yeah.
So.
And I think everybody got their hopes up because I think it was literally like the day before Silk Song got rated wherever it was, Korea,
yeah.
And
South Korea and Australia.
And then literally hours later, tomorrow there's going to be a Nintendo Indie World showcase. Everybody's like, "Oh, Silk Song's going to be there, Silk Song."
Yeah, we did it. We figured it out. We're all inside. We're all inside trader.
The internet sleuths put 2 and 2 together.
I didn't watch much of the show. I think I had it pulled up at one point because I can't tell you much of any of these games. But the chat, for some reason, on these fucking live events is always right there immediately, and it's like, I'll see Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song. Is that just the rallying cry right now?
I've gotten to the point where I've just turned off chat.
I do immediately, but it's there. It's there as soon as I pull it up.
Xbox does it better, or PlayStation does it better, and I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I was like, and I know people are doing it just to be shitty, but
right.
And they probably don't mean it. I'm tired of it, man. It's not like any chat brings any like real conversation in there. It's like you said, it's always like loser show, I'm asleep, z. It's that shit all the time. I'm like, man, there's nothing it's not real conversations you can have in chat.
Everybody's
a comedian.
Friend of the show, James, was saying earlier, like, the internet has turned into such a cesspool. Like, what you don't enjoy, like what Twitter is now versus what it used to be, and like, don't add to that noise. Don't add to that racket just because that's what the racket is. Like, add bits of content, add contributions, add some positivity to whatever it is that you're logged on to or helping or chatting with someone about. Don't just be there to be there. Then it becomes dystopian sci-fi, which is, I feel like, where we are already.
It's already there, man. Because somebody shares their opinion about something, they're like, oh, and then they get mad when somebody has the opposite opinion. They're like, no, you're fucking wrong. And I was like, man, you don't have to answer that person. Just keep moving on.
Like
no, they need to know that I disagree with them.
We joke about the speed dating girls on Twitch, and I'm like, man, this is like straight out of Blade Runner. This is a straight up Blade Runner type thing. That you would just have this call box and people are trying to date you and you pay tokens and it's all there. The fake digital currencies, all that stuff.
Put on your headset, pay your Dogecoin to date your digital girlfriend.
I'm literally turning off.
Brant, go on.
Enough internet for the day.
Cesar, let him cook.
Richard's intrigued.
Cesar, let him cook. Don't cut him off. The man has something he wants to say.
Him off, man. Somebody walk this man out the bar. Get him to a cab.
The Zaxby's fried shrimp commercial just went off. I need to lighten the mood up a little bit. Have y'all had the fried shrimp at Zaxby's yet?
No.
Brant, go get them. They're good. Mermy, I know
man.
You
had me lost that fucking double breaded. I feel some type of way about double breaded.
It's just thick.
Shit,
it's a thick breading. It's not like It doesn't seem as thin as their chicken. You know, the chicken has more of a thinner coating.
Yeah.
What I saw today that I'm more interested in is the Chick-fil-A pizza.
What?
And
what's a Chick-fil-A pizza?
I was very pissed. And I was very pissed because I was like, they were like, it's at College Park. I said, hell yeah. And I looked at College Park, Maryland. I was like, God darn it. I was like, that's not my College Park. I was
they're testing it only in certain markets, and it's nowhere near here.
It has like giant pickles on there. And I don't even like pickles. I was like, I'll eat the fuck out of that. I mean,
it's a pizza that's got like Chick-fil-A sauce, cheese, chunks of the
College Park
chicken,
off,
pickles.
So they had you in the first half.
They said College Park. I had to go down further in the article to be like, no, College Park, Maryland. I was like, fuck. At your local College Park. It's like, hell yeah, here we go. They always pushing.
Cesar, you were backing out of the driveway. You arrive and
I was at work. I was like, man,
7 minutes. You're like, what the fuck?
I was about to get my coworker, man. We're going to College Park, buddy. Let's go. We're gonna get this pizza. It's $10, man.
It's not that far away.
Yeah,
we can get there and back, dude, in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm eating on the way back. I mean, we'll make the meeting in time.
Murphy has had the Zaxby shrimp. I had it in Tampa. The Zax tail sauce is delicious. That's where it's at. We're back to the Zaxby shrimp.
Damn.
Zax tail sauce. Oh, Cesar and the Chick-fil-A pizza in College Park. Atlanta legend Chick-fil-A pizza.
So...
Buy a plane ticket.
Seriously,
College Park, Maryland.
If you know anything about Atlanta, you know Chick-fil-A, right? And College Park, it's right there. How are they not using our College Park?
It's literally right there.
That's hateful.
It's a special Chick-fil-A, right? Brand, I think they call it the Blue Menus is what it's called. I think it's the Blue Menus. It's the only one in the United States.
They're like smaller stores that only do a very limited menu.
Fuck, man, I was so fucking in, dude. I was so excited. I was like, damn, it's right down the road, and I had to go down further the article, and it's fucking Maryland, dude.
That's where our Hawks minor league team plays at. That's the Skyhawks. Damn it, so close.
But not my Chick-fil-A pizza.
Not for the Chick-fil-A pizza. If anyone is listening from College Park, Maryland,
send us a slice.
Yeah, we'll eat it live on air.
I am not going to Maryland for that. I'll go to. Look, there's
got to be something else in Maryland.
Cakes.
You can figure it out.
They have a lot of anime conventions. I would probably go around that time.
Crab cakes, the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens. Which are going to be...
I'll go there to see the live Raven, the way AR one.
A live Raven?
The one I showed you on that were shown on TV with a huge AR thing. Yeah. It looked like it came out of Game of Thrones. It was like a fucking giant-sized Raven just screaming at people in the stadium. I was like, holy shit.
You know, we're in a sitcom when you finally, at the end of the episode, you finally get up there and get your slice, and the Raven comes down and grabs your slice and takes it off. From College Park, Maryland, it takes your Chick-fil-A pizza slice.
Man.
Yeah, that AR Raven was intense. All right, there was an Indies showcase.
All right, there you both go. This is what I was greeted to when I was getting excited about College Park.
Does it look...
Order from our College Park location or visit one of our food trucks.
So your red flag was Chick-fil-A has food trucks?
While you're pulling that up, we can get into the all the Nindies. I'll just read the little synopses here. Synopses.
Oh, you sent it through chat. I don't know if I can pull that up. I'm not going to risk it.
No, it's on your phone. It's on your phone. I sent it to your
phone. If any of these sound good to you,
just sending it to you.
Go look.
It's all because of Brand's Android phone.
Probably. Go look these trailers up. So let's see. First, this goes into Stitch. Stitch is an embroidery game that challenges players to thread together all kinds of interesting embroidery puzzles. It's like paint by numbers, but with thread. It's actually something that's already out on Apple Arcade, but it's actually shadow dropped on Switch that day.
It's like your pie cross, right? With thread pieces.
I know someone in my household that may be very, very interested in this. You
didn't try this on Apple Arcade?
I don't touch Apple Arcade. It's like nothing. I never think, man, I got a couple of minutes to play games. Let me see what's on Apple Arcade. It should, but it never strikes me. But I could try.
It's got that Ninja Turtles game, right? On there. That's supposed to be pretty good.
Fire up the Apple Arcade on the Apple TV ever so often.
I should. Yes, I think she will really enjoy this. And they had a developer interview on there, which was really cool. Their company mascot's a penguin. They had a guy dressed as a penguin that came out and was talking to at the end of the interview and stuff. It was really cute.
Then we had Sticky Business.
Oh.
Gosh. A cozy business management game. Every time that it starts with a cozy blank something game, it's like every indie description ever.
Brent, would you play a cozy Hobbit game?
Cozy Hobbit game.
By Middle Earth and Friends.
Do you have to massage their furry feet?
2K games.
Brant, what kind of game? Go back to the Sticky Business game.
You said it's cozy.
You go fishing with them.
How to massage the feet?
Yeah, I know. Are you going their Hobbit feet?
Yeah.
I don't know. You smoke
How's
a pipe.
That cozy?
The weed, the pipe weed.
What do you do with your time off? What's happening?
It doesn't say who it's cozy for. Is it cozy for the hobbits? Is it cozy for you? I mean,
why can't it be mutually cozy?
It could be another Gollum game. Your Gollum in service to the hobbits.
Look, we're all here not to game or kink shame. So
play how you wish.
Enjoy. Yes.
Date who you want. If you're Gollum and you're dating a hobbit, go for it.
a cozy Sticky Business is a cozy business management game where you run a sticker shop. And it was also shadow dropped. And you can also get it on Steam. Speaking of Steam, Steam World Heist returns this summer. The steampunk pirate strategy game is getting a sequel. Launching.
Oh, these are good. I've never played one.
Same.
I've never either.
Yeah.
Launching on Switch, alongside with PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Release date of August 8th.
They put on there pretty soon, but it's fucking August 8th, man. I guess if I go to sleep tonight, I'll wake up, it'll be August, so that's accurate.
Yeah, you're right. It'll be football season. You're right, pretty much.
Speaking of the Apple Arcade Teenage Ninja Turtle game, Splintered Fate, it is also making the jump. Launching this July, coming to Nintendo Switch.
More of these Apple Arcade
roguelike
things coming over.
Everybody's favorite roguelike.
Everybody's favorite roguelike, TMNT.
I was straight in the chat where it's like, I'm tired of these fucking roguelikes. They were so angry at roguelikes. I was like, damn, dude, chill.
They need to play some more cozy games then.
Oh my god, and we just got Extreme G's coming to N64 as well as Iggy's Wrecking Balls.
Those are 2 random 64 games. Are we amending the news to add those?
I just did.
Did we?
Yeah, I just got the tweet.
Iggy's Wrecking Balls and Extreme G?
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Dale is an Extreme Extreme G fan. It's like an F-Zero type thing, right, on bikes?
He looks like he would be an Extreme G fan. I mean, Dale's like Dale, we found F-Zero is great. He's like, nah, man, Extreme G's where it's at.
You gotta play that Extreme G game. It looks good.
Hey, man, he's that one friend that gets us to try different things sometimes, I guess.
Also true. Iggy's Wrecking Balls is not a bad game either.
This sounds like a porno.
Yes. Click for our 8K OnlyFans.
Launching May 16th on Switch and Steam. The next one is Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
Is that the Gilmore Girls lady?
Lorelei is a Gilmore Girl. That's why I was like, why did the name sound familiar? Not many people were named Lorelei.
This is a spinoff from Sayonara Wild Hearts, not Gilmore Girls.
Let's see. Little Kitty Big City.
Yay.
Where you play as a tiny cat who is...
Brent,
who after... Of course. I think I've already got this... I had this wish listed on Steam months ago.
Yeah. Oh, did you really?
Yes.
I'm
Little
over
Kitty...
here talking shit and you just proved me wrong. You're like, yeah, idiot.
After a nap gone wrong, must find their way back home. It says, think Stray, but far cozier and cuter.
Another cozy game.
And of course, it has to be cozy.
God, what's the coziness?
It's. I'm serious. Every indie show, take a shot every time it says cozy.
Yeah. I'll be wasted because like the last one was like farming games, right?
Yes.
Everything was.
I was like,
this
oh god.
Cozy farm sim. Cozy farm sim.
Casual, cozy.
I feel bad for that one person that bought every one of those farm games. It's like, oh, I gotta get in there and put my 5 hours in this farm game that I bought, and they all came around the same time. So
they get 5 hours in like me, and they're like, I hate these fucking crops. I don't want to water this bullshit.
you look at your garden outside, it's dying. You're sitting there thriving in your game.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Little Kitty Big City launches May 9th on Nintendo Switch and Steam.
Will the sequel be called Big Kitty Little City?
I would, if they would have called this Oliver and Company, and then they put all the animals from there, I would play the fuck out of that.
Was there a licensed video game for Oliver and Company back in the day?
I don't know, but I know Billy Joel did most of the music, if I'm not mistaken. So.
That is a good soundtrack. Oliver and Company. Oliver and Friends. That's the new one. Fagin and Friends.
Next, we have the Atari licensed game produced or done by WayForward. It's a new 2D action game from WayForward called Yours Rising.
Which is like, I like Atari. I like WayForward.
Yeah, I was just thinking, did they get roped into like Digital Eclipse got purchased by Atari, right? And it was Night Dive Studios. Was WayForward included in that?
No.
Okay, so this is just a collaboration. And Atari said when they purchased Digital Eclipse that it was just going to be like a collaborative thing. It wasn't necessarily going to be their only publishing house and that sort of thing. Cool.
So this sci-fi adventure is launching on Switch sometime this year. No concrete date here.
Those are my favorites.
Yar's
and
Revenge.
It looks like that's it. Of course, the article has to say that no Silksong released in here.
Remember Yar's Revenge? There was that Activision spin-off group, and they hated that guy Ray something at. This was in that Nintendo.
What, Ray Chase?
I can't remember his last name. They hated this guy named Ray, so they made Yar's Revenge because it was Ray backwards.
Not Ray Chase.
He lives on in Yar's Rising. That looks like Var's Rising. Either way. Game Pass games. Cesar's your time to shine.
Absolutely not.
You refuse to shine. Harold Halibut.
I mean, I can. We got available today. As Richard has pointed out, Harold Halibut, which is cloud PC, Xbox Series X and S, available day one on Game Pass. It's that weird Wallace and Gromit game that Richard.
That's right.
A couple weeks back.
Chicken Run.
Like,
I said Chicken Run. You said Wallace and Gromit.
I'm sticking Wallace Gromit, man. We're not referencing Mel Gibson's Chicken Run. All right, so coming soon is Orcs Must Die 3, cloud console and PC, April 17th, which is already, a lot of these are already out, coming up right here.
Yeah.
EA Sports is NHL 24, console EA Play, April 18th. Eden Chronicle 100 Heroes, which was today, available on Game Pass, is day one. The one I'm actually interested in, I started playing a little bit of that too, but not too far. But another one I'm interested in is Another Crab's Treasure, cloud console and PC, April 25th.
That looked good.
Which will be available.
That's the one. Souls-like, but with a hermit crab.
Cozy. It's a cozy Souls-like.
Cozy Souls.
And then we got an off-recorded podcast recording of Brant saying Manor's Lord. April 26th is Game of the Year coming to Game Preview PC, even though he does not have a PC to play it on. Oh, well, they want a Game Pass. Have a Nice Death.
No, you, sir.
On PC. No, you, sir. And it's
roguelike. Take a shot every time you hear roguelike and cozy.
It's in there. Roguelike's in there. I'm looking at Manor Lords. Manor Lords is
survival.
Not.
It's
I'm safe.
Strategy. Strategy is its.
I'm safe.
Yeah, it's shot.
And then you have on your Game Pass Core, April 23rd, you have Deep Rock Galactica Critical Corruption Season 4. I had to get up close to read that part. Super Hot Mind Control Delete. And then Wreckfest. I forgot what they were ripping off in that game, but whatever. Drive Hard.
It's kind of like Wreckfest was kind of like a Destruction Derby meets MotorStorm type thing, right?
Yeah, Destruction Derby.
As a Destruction Derby, there was another one that I think they just re-released on Steam. I forgot what it was called. It was from that same developer group that made that one, but whatever.
Derby. Rated kids to adults.
Brand's favorite part of the show, DLC game updates. Ark Survival Ascended, Scorched Earth. I don't know any of that stuff. Those are just words. Conan Exiles, Age of War, Chapter 4, and Grounded Fully Yoke Edition. I guess they completed Grounded? This is the one that's also on PlayStation and Switch now.
It says it's now bulging with new content.
And you're fully yoked. Get fully yoked.
Oh, make sure you get pumped.
Right off
what
the
is
hot,
this game?
I don't know.
Right off the hot release of Fallout TV series, you have part of the Game Pass Ultimate Perks. You have Fallout 76 Vault 33 Survivor Kit available now.
Has anybody watched any of that Fallout show?
I heard I just finished. Yeah, I just finished Shogun, so I'm probably gonna.
Oh, you finished Shogun?
Fallout. Oh yeah.
I think we're on the 5th episode.
What?
We kind of fell off when we left, so we got behind on the ordering.
You know the rules when you change it multiple time zones for almost 2 weeks, you lose 2 weeks. You lose 4 weeks. You gotta get it back. Damn. So it's the rules, man.
No Chick-fil-A pizzas.
I don't ride them, man. Yep. Fuck, man. The Elder Scrolls Online 10th Anniversary Pack, number 1 available now. I don't see anything in here that looks interesting. Blah blah blah. All right, leaving April 30th is 7 Days to Die, which I think is getting delisted. I just saw the article about that today.
That's not good.
Besiege, EA Sports NHL 22, but how would I play my copy of 22, 23, and 24?
The trifecta.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I got till April 30th. If I stand corrected. Sorry.
They're just roster updates, I've been told.
Sometimes. All right, Loot River, Pikaniku, and then Ravenlock without the C.
That's important to note. Like Loctite.
It's important. I mean, Ravenlock. And as noted by this article written on Xbox Wire by the Megan Spur community lead, that's a
Thanks,
wrap.
Megan. Thanks, SR.
Yep.
Xbox Wire.
I spared everybody the constant paragraphic descriptions.
Descriptions. Mm-hmm. Games played. I've not played a lot this week.
Yay.
I did achieve an ultimate dream. I should put it on our Instagram page. A friend of the show was able to procure me a AV cart. We all know these from our childhood. It's raining in the gym. They bring in the CRT with, for me, in a certain county nearby, it was Mickey Mouse Jazzercise, and they would play a Laserdisc of Mickey Mouse Jazzercising, and that was our exercise when we couldn't go to the gym for gym class. But then we would also have educational videos and things like that on the, they brought in the TV, rolled it in, and there's like, mine has 2 shelves, but then the TV would be like strapped down. Mine's kind of small, so it's not meant for one of those huge sets, but like some of the CRTs would have like a strap tying it down to the AV cart.
I mean, Rich, I don't know, that might be perfect for you, man, whenever you got to do like another Halo party. Just, look what I got over here. Just rolling
so it's
out.
Actually, I could put one of the medium-sized ones on top. It's not super huge, and then I could probably put a smaller one on the bottom just for like space sake. Mm-hmm. It's not massive. What my goal is to do is just to have one to tinker with that I've been messing with. I've always wanted one of these, and I brought it up to someone, and we went straight to the room where they were housed, and I got one, and that was it. And I was like, oh god, this was amazing. I should have asked sooner. It's got 3 power plugs on the side, and then you've got the one like master that comes off the side. So I think I could take that off and add more. The dream would always be to have the Sega strip. Do you guys remember the Sega Power Strip that they came out with? So you could plug in the 32X and the Sega CD and the Genesis. It had Sega written in between each one of the power outlets.
Sega.
Yeah. So actually, naturally, I did throw the Sega Genesis on there. Through composite. It's a Gen 1, but I didn't have the little stereo adapter coming out the front. And I wanted to see how something looked on this Sanyo set that I have. It's like a 24-inch Sanyo. I played a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog. I beat the first world. That's one of those like comfort, just quick play games like Super Mario World. I can beat the first world in Super Mario World in like 10 or 12 minutes, But it's a good test of like, how does this look? And is it comfortable sitting here? And that sort of thing. I'm thinking of making it like a Sega cart. I think I might hook that Dreamcast. I've been going on about this Dreamcast component cable for weeks now, and I'm still staring at it in the box in the same place. But I think I might pull the Dreamcast out and hook that up and see how that looks real quick. I messed around with the PS3 some more. I told you guys I was running out of space on it. Like I kept having to clean out the fridge. I've still got to find... I don't think I can justify a terabyte SSD just to screw around with formatting a PS3. That might raise some questions like, what are you doing? And I'm sure around here somewhere I have a terabyte SSD just sitting around. But I loaded some credits on the PlayStation Wallet via PayPal and didn't buy anything. I had some stuff in my cart and had like not buyer's remorse, but I didn't pull the trigger. I still got to get Alundra off the PlayStation Store.
Yeah. You didn't buy the 85 different versions of Armored Core?
They're on there too?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed the God of War games are super cheap. I've already got digital copies of 1 and 2, but the Origins collection, I think, is 10 for the digital copy for those. Ratchet & Clank collection's 20. I just need to go ahead and buy that because mine is sealed. I might as well buy the digital one and have that one on there. I recently watched a Digital Foundry marathon where they broke down all the 1080p 60 frame per second, mostly 1080p games, from launch all the way until like 2014. And there were some games in there like Calling All Cars. I remember that being an early indie hit for the PS3. That's still available on the shop in there.
Yeah. It was a David Jaffe joint. Cars,
yeah, Incognito, the Warhawk studio.
But in Seattle, not Seattle, Salt Lake City.
Yeah. So you run into some things with the PS3, like where there might be some better versions available, like Dishonored. As always, we joke about Dishonored. The PS3 shouldn't have Dishonored. So there's a PS4, like a definitive edition, right? That's the one you would recommend somebody to play. But John was showing Super Stardust Ultra, I think, which I thought I had through PlayStation Plus or something, and I didn't. But so that's like $10, and I almost put that one in the cart. But there's better versions of that later down the road. There's like a Vita one, and that one's cheaper. Like the Vita PS4 cross-buy one is only $5. So I'll end up going that route. But there were some weird games in that video, like NBA Street Home Court, I think was the name of it. It was like the NBA Street for PS3 360. That was native 1080p on PS3, and it looked really good. That arcade-style basketball, it looked really good. I did play a couple games on the PS3. I played Virtua Tennis 4 in 3D.
We all know you did.
I turned on the 3D mode and played it in 3D. But I had my glasses on. I think it threw off. Tennis is very specific in 3D because you have the baselines, right? Like you have the sidelines and stuff. Those were like ogled in I almost said in VR. In 3D. Like it's almost like I had to get my 3D bearings again because I put the glasses over these glasses. And I kind of had to get the bearings, but it's real cool when the ball's like coming towards you. It's not quite that VR feeling, but it does. What the PS3 did with 3D was like 3DS worthy. It was an HD version of that, and when implemented well, like it's easy to do with a tennis game. I want to try out one of the baseball games too, but it was really solid. I won the first 2 tournaments. I started on like easy, and it took me a minute to get the shot timing down and things like that. And the PS3 controller, when you go back to it, that thing just does not feel good anymore. It doesn't. It feels light and cheap. And
man, I gave you a solution.
The Retro Fighter.
So no,
what were you talking about?
That broke.
Oh yeah,
USB adapter. I'm using my PS5 controllers on there with a better vibration and better everything.
Yeah, I may look into that honestly because I'm holding them.
It's
just like,
worth
man,
worth the $30. Worth the $30. It's worth it.
Send us a link if you don't mind. I think I might jump.
I'll throw it in the chat.
As much as I'm messing with it. But then Beyond Good and Evil is one of those games that's like always escaped me playing. And I've got it on everything. Steam, PS2, Xbox, GameCube, that sort of thing. So they gave us the HD one on, I think they gave it to us on Xbox and PlayStation at some point. But I have the digital copy on PlayStation. And I started that, and I've probably started this part before. Like I feel like it was kind of familiarish. You play as Jade. It's a very, like, it's got its own world. It's a very fantasy. There's like animals that talk, and the kid villagers are animals, and this alien race is like coming down as Jade is just sitting outside, and her shield fails, and you got to power up the shield, and this weird alien thing like takes the kids. It's a bizarre intro, but the combat's a bit Zelda-ish and a bit Star Fox Adventure-ish without I haven't got to like super precision combat yet. It was more of just kind of flailing. She has like a bow staff, and there's more like flailing the staff. But the intro is long. I wanted to try it out and hopefully just save, but it took like 45 minutes to get to the first.
No, yeah,
to the first save place.
It's pretty long, man.
Yeah.
When it goes to that very beginning part, because I think that's. I'm like you. Every time I start it up, I think I get to that first save spot, and I'll play this later and never get back to it. So
yeah, because it took so much to get there, and I'm like, man, I can't stop now. I need to get back to what I was doing, but I've gotten so far, I can't give up. I got to start all the way back over. And the most common search on the game facts for that game is where can I save? People want to know where you can save. That is due. I know that's Beyond Good and Evil HD, but that definitely could do some quality of life, like. Save anywhere. People they're killing the Steam or the PC version. Like, this is a console thing. We shouldn't be tied to like trying to save to the memory card or the hard drive. Just let us save wherever we want to.
I mean, they're gonna wait till that remake comes out and make you pay money for that to get the.
That's fine.
Auto save.
Yeah, that's fine. It's very good. There's so much charm and polish. It's almost. I compared it to Wind Waker and Star Fox Adventure. It almost has that Zelda first party, second party type.
Oh man, don't you start throwing Wind Waker out there casually.
With Star Fox Adventure. Along the same lines. Mess around with anything else? I don't think I'm going to keep the 3D TV hooked up. I don't think there's enough drawing me to putting on the glasses and doing the whole thing, and it just... I don't know if it's there. I think I might move the PS3 into the plasma here and keep tinkering around with those same games. I still want to play Killzone and that sort of stuff, but Mostly just a tinkering around weekend. It was fun though. But that's it for me.
Yeah, for me, I didn't play much, so I don't know if there's anything to really update on.
We got to get back to Helldivers, all of us.
I mean, somebody took a vacation for 6 years, and then somebody came back, and then somebody else went and took a vacation for 6 years, and then I saw that your friend of the show, Russell, was on Helldivers right now, so I'm assuming
he's on now.
He's fixing for the the 2 weeks he's missed. Because I went on the app and he's like, "Oh, motherfucker's in there deep." Outside of that, I didn't really have. I tinkered with a couple games here and there, but not anything in length to talk about. The only thing I can really go into detail was for whatever reason, I got a good deal on a B-Link mini PC, and I bought that and I fucked around with that, and I've been still fucking around with that.
What do you do with that? Is that like a home theater PC setup, or?
It's similar to like what we have these Teams rooms that we build at my places that I'm adjacently employed at.
A Teams room?
So what it is they call them a Nook, which is a mini PC that runs like Intel i5, 32 gigs of RAM, and a terabyte hard drive, and about the size of a little square.
Okay.
And I think I popped on Forza Horizon 5, and it ran it at 45 frames per second.
Not bad. Not terrible. That's super playable.
Yeah. And I think I paid like $300 for them, so they're super cheap if you want to play Warzone and Fortnite and other shit on there. And it's like they're not constantly always fucking getting like $100 or $150 off coupons on Amazon. So I said, fuck it. Because we use the Intel-based ones I don't use it, but the places adjacently located near my job uses it for Teams rooms as an Intel-based one, which is basically a mini PC with Windows. It came with Windows 10 Pro on there. I didn't have to pay for it. So it's a full version of Windows 10. So yeah.
Not the home? You didn't get the home edition?
No, I didn't get the bitch edition. So yeah,
that's cool, man.
I mean that's pretty much it.
Will it run some decent emulators and stuff, or I mean, you have a million devices that do that already?
It literally will run everything up to PS3 60 frames plus.
Wow.
So that's HDP. So if that's your thing, yes. I think it's upgradable where I could put in a 2 terabyte hard drive, M.2 2280 stick, and up to 64 gigs of RAM in there. So DDR4.
That's not bad at all.
There's other models out there you can do DDR5, and you can do up to 4 terabyte hard drive. So I've seen a lot of people online just buy them just to use them to work from home and shit like that. So I don't know why. They got me. They kept saying, "Oh, $150 coupon. Oh, here, save some money." I was like, fuck it. I like tinkering with shit sometimes. Yeah. So I was like, let me do this. I'll pay it out over 6 months. I'm like, oh God. Which is like $30 a month. I think that's what it came out to. And I was like, yeah,
it's not bad at all.
I'll do it just to fuck with it. Man, outside of that, I mean, I didn't really play anything that I can think of that. I don't know what the fuck. I think I've just been working all this whole time. I'm like, holy shit! I look up this weekend. I've just done nothing but work.
Been working on that too.
Neither here or there. I'll kick it over to Brant, who's probably played way more than all of us. So.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Bring it home, Brant.
I played a little bit. Still doing. Still have my two that I've been playing. So Pokemon Red. I got the gym badge from Erica, and then you have to go through and fight some Team Rocket grunts.
Is Erica in the tower, like the purple tower?
No, Erica is the grass gym leader. Okay. And after you get the badge from her, you go through. You have to fight a bunch of rockets, and you meet the boss for the first time, Giovanni, and you get the oscilloscope, and then you get to go walk around in Lavender Town and go through the tower, and you're able to see the ghosts.
Is that with the Satan music?
Yes.
Yes.
They said that kill people and shit like that?
music.
That music's awesome.
It's creepy. Creep me out.
I don't know.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Brant's over here like, it's got yokai in here. What do you expect?
But it's just weird that you go into a multi-story building, and there's headstones on every single level you go. I'm like, so this is a building just where we bury people's animals, but we have it multiple floors. So how do we just put them in the floorboards? What are we doing
Don't
here?
look too deep into
It's
it.
weird. It's
it's
just weird. It's weird to it's weird to think about.
Man. Yeah.
It's like I never thought about this as a kid, but it's
fucked up.
Odd.
All of Pokemon
really
is fucked
odd.
up when you zoom all the way out.
Well, it's like you meet Gary there. You meet your rival, whoever your rival is.
He's over there worshiping the devil.
And he technically one of his Pokemon is no longer in his party. Like, I think it was I want to say he had like a Rattata that turned into a Raticate, and then you meet him there, and when you fight him, it's not in his party anymore, and it's not in his party the rest of the game. So it's like, did it die? Did he lose that?
Buried there?
Totally fucking died.
Yeah.
Totally.
Brant's connecting all the dots.
Yeah.
Has he killed all the ones in there?
So you have to you go up to the top of the tower, and you meet what's his name? It is Mr. Fuji, I think it is, and you get that Poke Flute, which helps you wake sleeping Pokemon.
Go back and wake the sleeping one that's in your way.
Yeah, there's a couple sleeping Snorlaxes depending on which way you go. But after that, you can go and oh gosh, what's the name of the damn town? I should know this. But you go to the next town where Sabrina is, and there is Team Rocket everywhere. They're blocking the main gym, and you have to fight this up this 10-story building against all these Team Rockets, and that's in this building there's like all these little teleporting platforms that'll teleport you to different floors, and it's also kind of annoying because you have to find a key card because there's all these blocked off areas, so you have to find the key card and unlock all these doors.
I feel like I remember that part too. 30 years ago.
I don't know. I don't ever believe you beat a Pokemon game.
That's the only one. This is literally the only one.
I need you to show me the save file.
That cartridge was stolen from a storage space.
I was about to say it was unfortunately stolen, so now he can't prove.
He can't confirm or deny.
Yeah.
In the Pokemon game.
You have to get friend of
There's
the show
no
Russell
actual
on here.
proof.
How convenient.
How convenient. Pokemon and friends.
So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm currently clearing out every floor of that tower. It's Silco or whatever, the Sylph Corporation. They're like the you talk to people in there.
It's like a shadow organization, right?
No, they're like a tech company, and they develop different things. And when you get up there, Giovanni's got the president held hostage, and he's trying to get the Pokeball that he's been developing, which turns out to be the Master Ball.
Mewtwo? Are they working on Mewtwo? Did they have their hands in that development?
No,
okay.
No. But they did develop the Master Ball. So
what you need.
Giovanni wants that, yes. After that, I did get to play a little bit more of Final Fantasy Rebirth. So last week I was in the...
I was hoping you were going to pop in another Final Fantasy and do the Triad game.
I was
only side quests or mini games.
Gungaga, and the men had ventured off to go to the reactor that was over there. I forgot to mention last week that there are these, I don't know, they almost look like giant fish. But they have these giant materia on their back or on their body, like this humongous materia. And Shinra just calls them weapons, but they're guardians of the planet. They only appear when the planet's in danger. So, but Shinra's trying to get them and capture them or harvest that materia off of them.
I don't remember these things. Is this new?
I'm guessing it might be a new little subplot. So we go there. We run into Shinra and Scarlet. we start fighting, and then it goes back to all the ladies who are in Gungaga, and they, hear all the commotion. They're like, yeah, we can't just sit around here. So they take off.
Here come the ladies.
Yes. So Yuffie, Tifa, and Aerith all together go to the reactor. You have to like take different paths up there. They give you like this little grappling thing to like get around. It's actually kind of cool. Once you get in there, you guys team up and fight Scarlet. Cloud's kind of out of it from all of being around all the Mako. There's a really kick-ass cutscene where Cloud goes like full-on soldier first class, and just effortlessly does some cool shit. And then the rest of it I'm not going to talk about because it's just crazy and I don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but some crazy things happen after all of that. And then now it opens back up. I can walk around the rest of Gungaga, do some more side quests, but our ultimate goal is to get to Cosmo Canyon, which Red has already said, hey, that's where I'm from. So it'll be interesting to go and get all of Red's backstory.
That was one of my favorite parts of the first game.
That was a pretty good part of the first game. So,
and I remember seeing it like on the back of the jewel case. You see Red 13 in like a statue, and you're like, "What the hell is this? When am I getting to this part?" And it was just like that was one of my favorite parts. I need to play both of those. I'm waiting for them to send me one of those offers. You keep seeing online like Sony sending out PlayStation Plus offers. They'll throw you a deal for extra and premium, and I look and check, and it's like, nope, it's just an upgrade path. It's a path to victory for me. It's nothing special.
Yep.
Because that whole thing is on extra. That first one, I'm sorry.
That is all I've been able to play. Been a little bit busy this past weekend and week, so
we all have.
Hadn't had too much time.
The weather's nice. We're outside. Everybody's outside.
But I say, a lot more yard work and everything had to get done. So, and it was actually beautiful outside.
That, man. Last 2 mornings I woke up, it's cold as shit.
I like it. I like it.
It was cool in the morning, but the afternoons have been just absolutely perfect. Yesterday it was a shame to have to work in that weather. That was like go fishing or
be outside, not working.
Be
anywhere but working.
Be asleep in a hammock, or
Costa del Sol. But also beats working when the weather's shit. So I'd rather take that too.
True.
All right. You guys got anything else you want to add?
I think that's it
for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us this week, and we will catch you next week. Bye.
See you.
Adios.